Hey guys, so I wasn't originally going to do this, but and you're going to have to bear with me because it is Halloween here, and I am just excited. Now the thing about it is, I didn't want to do this because I didn't know what I was going to be in for, let alone I have class today. But because of how well, or how amazing I should say, it went, I wanted to do this video. You don't know what I'm talking about? Dancing with the Stars. That has been part of my life since almost the very beginning of it. Not maybe the first season, but maybe like a couple seasons in. And when they started doing Halloween and Disney Week, I mean they did Disney Halloween like early on once, then dropped it, but then they brought it back. And it's always every fall season. Now this season is the 25th anniversary, I think. Yeah, the 25th anniversary. So they did all the favorites. So not only did we get Halloween week, but we also got Disney week. The only reason why I didn't talk about it is because it wasn't what I was expecting. So in place of that, I'm doing Halloween week instead, which I normally don't do on normal seasons, but I'm making the exception for today. You're gonna have to bear with me that I have to straighten or fix my hair because it is 9:30 and I have an hour before my ride comes to pick me up to take me to school. Yes, I've got a class today, and I am dressing up. I always dress up, whether it's minimally or maximally. So you're gonna be here. If you don't hear the knots in my hair, be lucky. So I'm gonna try to go in order. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can head around here. I think I found one. Oh, no, that's not a pen. Oh, that is. Okay, hopefully this one works. Let's see, so we were down to our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. And this one was a big one, I believe. This was week 7. And because I'm going to bring it back up again, I don't know if I brought it back up in past video, but I did bring it up, I think, on Twitter and whatnot. Week 2 or 3, I think it was week 3, because week 1 there was no elimination, week 2 there was a double elimination, one each day because it was a 2-night thing. We had the Las Vegas thing, and because of that, they decided, it was also Guilty Pleasures week, they decided to not eliminate anybody. No one realized there was going to be no elimination, and I think it was a last minute decision. So remember that towards the end. Let's see, the first one was Victoria, which is our swimmer, and she did a ghostly Viennese waltz to a song called The Night We Met by Lord Huron, and I loved it. I am actually there's ones I'm going to be downloading for sure onto my computer, because I've got Hyper on my computer, and there's no shame in that. I've been trying to make sure I, no matter what, download the 2 special weeks, no matter what, as early as possible, because of after when they decided to stop doing that with the season Bindi was on, literally the week of Halloween, and it just got me so mad. So it's like, now I don't take any chances. So after this video, that's what I'm going to be doing. That one was a really good one. It looks so beautiful. Now some of the songs I saw, because I actually go on Wikia, and I actually can see them as of Saturday and later, so I can see what they're going to be doing at that point. And nothing has ever changed, except for that they thought Halloween week was going to be after Disney night, when it actually was going to be movie night. That was the only error in it. She got 27 out of 30, and I think that she deserved it. Next was Jordan, which obviously you knew he was going to be getting 10s for. He did Paso Doble to a song. I actually listened to all those songs I didn't recognize on YouTube hours before watching dancing, and it was Animal by Martin Gar, and it was really good. It's like it was a Little Red Riding Hood kind of thing, but with a twist, and that's another one I'm downloading. After that came, I think it was Nikki or Vanessa. I'm gonna go with Nikki first. And she did and they actually took, I don't think they took the actual clip or soundtrack, but I think that they just took everything from the lyrics from the beginning to the end. So it's like they didn't really cut out that much except for probably the kids yelling. But they took the Hocus Pocus version of I Put a Spell on You that was sung by Bette Midler. For those of you who are Hollywood fans, you could probably see that her parody using the Nightmare Before Christmas song on their channel. But it was to a jive, and it actually was good. I'm actually going to download it because I think it was good. But more on her later. The other one was Vanessa Lachey. Now, her husband just got out last week on movie night, and she did a paso doble to a song called Game of Survival, and it was a zombie fight thing. Pretty much they took part of their video clip and made it into their dance, where it's like they hear noise, her partner goes and checks on it, and in the end she goes and checks on him, and it turned out he got zombified. And then she even becomes a zombie. It's kind of like Jordan's and Vanessa's were kind of similar in that case, where Jordan's wolf pack turns his partner into a werewolf, and Vanessa, I think, either just overcomes the zombies, but I actually think she just became a zombie, even if she didn't have the gross dead look to her. She was a fresh zombie. I mean, everyone knows that I'm Walking Dead. Which I am actually watching, and it's a little bit confusing, too, for this new season. I'll tell you that much. For Nikki, she got a 24 out of 30, and for Vanessa, she also got 24 out of 30. Those two I will be talking about a little later if you haven't figured out what I'm actually talking about now. Oh, and if you notice the lamp, there actually was a bat on top of there too, but my mother decided to do that when she was deciding to bring in a couple shirts on hangers. I really should start putting a lock on my door. I mean, you'd think that that's innocent, but it's like, she used to clean my room when I was at work. I'm not kidding. Let's see. Next was Terrell and his partner Cheryl, who's a champion. I kind of liked the song. I did not want to listen to it in the beginning, like when I was just looking at what it was, because I really didn't like the song Super Freak. Actually, Hollywood also used it for their new video for Stranger Things parody. No offense, Hollywood, but that one was, I think, depending on how big of a fan of Stranger Things we are, depends on how much we liked it, and I don't know. I just really didn't like it. So, no offense. But they got a 2 8s and 9, which gave them 25 out of 30. So, they were the actual one odd man out. Everyone was like 27s, 24s, or 30s. He was the one man, so he literally was in the middle. But his was he looked like a nerd with two friends trick-or-treating, and they go to a house, and Cheryl's like this, and if you heard the song Super Freak by Rick James, you kind of can get it. So pardon me if you're young and you don't know what this means, but she looked kind of like this kinky kind of seductress, whether it's a witch, a vampire, I really didn't know, but she picks her partner, obviously, who looks like a nerd out of everyone, and it turns out he's either a vampire or something. The story did not make sense to me, and they were doing a tango to this song, and the thing about it is, the dance was great, except for in bits where he all of a sudden he stopped and went, and he had vampire teeth, like prior and post, because she actually tore off the bow tie, she tore off the nerdy glasses, and he actually looked more dominating, but it just did not make sense. So I'm not actually downloading this one. They got a good score, and I'll say this: they are staying in. I don't know how much longer though they'll last. There's only a couple people that I know are going to go on to the final, and it's like once I get to this point, I'm going to tell you this. I think Lindsay was before Terrell or after him. But these are the people I've been voting for since the beginning. I voted for Drew since the beginning. I've been voting for Frankie since the beginning. I surprisingly wasn't going to vote for Jordan. At first I just gave him 1 point, but now he's one of my favorites. I've been voting for him since the beginning. Like, that first dance I really liked. I've been voting for Lindsay since the beginning, and I've been voting for Victoria since the beginning. Now my top 3 on the Fantasy League has interchanged except for 2 spots. Jordan and Lindsay. It's like whoever the third one is depends on which one of my people is the higher of the others. But those 2 have been the highest since the beginning. Now poor Lindsay had to deal with a rib injury, and it's like my thoughts and prayers to her. I hope she gets better. I've been voting for her since the beginning because it's like I realized when I found out who this girl is, I looked her up. I fell in love with her music, especially that one, Shatter Me and this Pirate one. But now this song I actually really love now too, because it's her own song. She danced to one of her own songs, and I actually wasn't expecting her to dance to this. I thought it was gonna be one of the two I first liked. It's called Round Table Rival, and it's actually a western in the music video, and they took it for this, but they made Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead, and they were bank robbers and they shot each other. It's kind of almost like a Bonnie and Clyde, or maybe a Romeo and Juliet, but in reversed, where they do love each other, but they're still rivals. And they got a 3-9, so that's 27 out of 30. Now, she actually was able to power through for even her group dance, and luckily enough, she survived, Jordan survived, Cheryl survived, and Victoria survived. But it's like they actually took because there was 2 group dances, they took 2 people from one team and 2 people from one team as the final or bottom 4, and then they just narrowed it down from there. Victoria and Vanessa were 2 of them. I don't remember who else. Who else was the other 2? I think it might have been, or not Victoria, Nikki and Vanessa. Victoria, I think was fine. I don't remember who the other 2 were, because there was then there was 2 more people going, and I know this is already almost at 12 minutes. I am sorry, but I'm gonna skip over the one that was next and go to the last individual, and then I'm gonna go back because of how epic the one I'm skipping over is. The last individual dance was Drew's doing a Charleston to the song from Corpse Bride, Remains of the Day, which explains they didn't go really into the explanation part of the story of why the Corpse Bride was the Corpse Bride. They cut that out, but it looked pretty good. I might be downloading it mainly because it's Drew, but he got 27 out of 30. Now the one before that, the second to last individual, was so epic. I don't know what it is about contemporary, but it's like there's some contemporary I like and some contemporary I love. Like Bindy's ironically the first contemporary I saw was the Disney Week's Let It Go that was done, and you can look up my video talking about that Disney Week, because that was the first video I made, and it went on from there. The next one I absolutely love, that I cannot not cry every time I see it, is Bindy's Most Memorable Year Week, where and ironically it's the same exact song, just a different composition. It is Every Breath You Take, and it's for her father. Now this one is the same exact song, but by a different person, someone who did the cover of it. And this guy, I've heard his song before, and it's like when I looked it up again just to be sure, it's like I knew it was this one. It's like I had a feeling, and I was excited to see what this was going to be. Now my mom's not a big fan of contemporary, so it's like I rarely can get her to watch it anymore. Like I had to force her to watch Bindy's when she had that. And it's like I didn't force her to watch this one, though. I don't know, because we were working on something for me. But he did it as a contemporary, and oh my gosh, Frankie, you are an actor. I know you already were an actor, but he's like, you are an actor. It's like, this is amazing. He was actually helping choreograph stuff, with his partner Whitney, and the concept was actually that he was like a stalker, kind of psycho kind of guy who is stalking this poor girl, which Whitney is playing, and he gets in her head, and then so it's like you gotta go on Dancing with the Stars YouTube account and watch it for yourself, or go on Xfinity On Demand and go to Dancing with the Stars and go and watch it. It is amazing. He got a 30 out of 30 on it, and there's only 2 30 out of 30s, and that was him and Jordan tonight. He's my next top fantasy league, obviously, with Lindsay and Jordan. But And I mean, like, we got 3 weeks left now. Week 8, week 9, and week 10. So you gotta keep voting, people, for whoever you want. Now, surprisingly, like I said before, week 1 was no elimination. Week 2 was a double, which has been common before. They've been doing that lately. But week 3, they had no elimination due to what happened in Vegas. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't have, but maybe they should have done it. Maybe like I guess they could have done a double week 6, but they didn't. And because everyone else was like everything else since then was normal until this one. They had down to Vanessa and Nikki Bella, and it ended up being a surprise double elimination. No one was, Bruno was even being shocked, and it's like we could see, it's like he was shocked that it was a double. It's like, I don't think anybody knew. So now we are down to, 6 people. So we still have to get rid of like one more person, and if they make it a 2-night thing where they eliminate one more person and then the final 3 is the second night, I don't know, but they are still over, too many people. Like, they should have 5 people and then 4 and then 3 for the final. So unless they do a second double elimination next week, which is a trio week, I don't know. So with that being said, I'm really excited for next week, but because they're not doing normal celebrity star trio dances, they're actually doing celebrity or not celebrity star, pro star. They're gonna be doing celebrity pro instead, and it's like it's gonna be past people. So I cannot wait for Saturday to find out who's the celebrities that are coming back to this. I know Corbin Blue, Alfonso Romero, and then one other chick. I think she was the winner of season 1. But I gotta get going because I gotta get my hair primped and prepped and all of that crap. I hope you guys enjoy your Halloween. Stay safe, stay smart. Don't answer the door for anyone past 9 o'clock, well, depending on where you live. Me, it's like after a certain point, it's like we have a time thing in our town, so it's like after a certain point, I just turn off the lights. But happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you have a great Halloween.